Is this Anthony? Yo.
Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. One of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Canes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. To adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Denson. Finds the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the five-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy. Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Tigers are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Johnson. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Clemson! They grab the early lead.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the back. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Caught, and he's got room. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground, try to cut to the inside. They're just not able to be on the same page there.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
You got to love that 3rd down, man. 3rd and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on 3rd and short, getting that next set of downs.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There's a crease. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. fires downfield. On target to the left. Touchdown! Goes upstairs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The play action fake. Finds his man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Denson. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the Tigers will try to move the chains on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Bunch formation for these receivers. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Here's Mensah to throw. Pressure coming. He's on the move. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Canes will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Denson. Fires left. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Mensah. Oh, they're after him. Trying to get away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running inside, it's Fletcher. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Throwing, Mensah. Lets it fly. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
That's caught. It's Lofton. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Canes in the hurry-up. Wants to keep it in the air. Right on the money. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He'll toss it. Here's a little room there. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, defenses have to play responsibility football, and you could tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Throws for the tight end. Got his man on the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
The handoff to Johnson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. He's got it. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
Well, we saw them have to punt on the last drive. That's not the case so far this time. Much better job executing there on third down. I know it's early. Third play of this drive, but picking that up, that should give this offense tons of confidence and a little bit of juju here moving forward.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Soft spot in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often, because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Trying to set up the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Here's Mensah to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Goes to the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Denson. He's got it. Snowed under by the defense. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Now the Tigers will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Quarterback may change this route. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Punt punt is in the air. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Here's the pressure. And as he throws, makes a grab down the middle. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Off the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Mensah, bringing the heat. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Looking for more room. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's the Cavaliers in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA.
Pulled and fired complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Canes moving quickly to the line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man,
he's got it on the outside. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
it's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. On the option. Now the toss. Maybe some room here. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Hurricanes! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown.
Number 94, set to kick it off.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to him on the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Throws to the tight end. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Miami! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception.
Forget the kick, he's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2.
Miami, 35, Clemson, 7.
And he makes his way out of bounds on the return. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Throwing, Mensah. Looking long. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Got a little space, finding some room. Makes it past the marker. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Motion from the back. Gets it to the back. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
129. Hydro. Q. Go.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football.
Touchdown, Canes! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had. There he goes! And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Back to throw, it's Denson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Quarterback making checks. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Rams him with the stiff arm. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Black 14.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
He wants to throw it again. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll run it. It's Johnson. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll run it on first and goal. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Go straight ahead. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it here on third and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Clemson! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't. And keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Number 81, set to kick this one away.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking for a deep man. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Now the toss. Picks up the first down. Maybe a crease. They bring him down, a big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10.
Take it. 14-24 plus. 14-24 plus. Here we ready, go.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fletcher. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Mensah. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2.
Return. Slide. Sweep. Go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's fine.
It's a fake, and the holder showing off that arm. The pressure gets to him. Down he goes, and that is just what the doctor ordered.
Miami 48, Clemson 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Clemson jumps to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete to the left. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. With the catch, it's Moore. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Snagged out of the air. Shakes a man, and he might take off. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we do.
Oh, and they blocked it. Now he can return this. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. He takes it all the way back for the defensive 2-point conversion.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
Number 81, set to kick it away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They want that clock to run. He's out past the 35. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
Well, the defense finally gets a stop there, but a big reason why they've got the lead right now is because of this dude toting the rock. And, David, it just seems like he's been getting better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, and the defense all night, no answers. I mean, he's shown you a little bit of everything, whether it's inside, whether it's outside, whether it's outrunning people or breaking tackles. This guy's been a game wrecker.
Gonna run it. It's Pringle. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys.